Hi there, Capricorn. I'm Jennifer Angel, fellow Capricorn. Here's our reading for the week of May the 16th. Okay, so we still have quite a lot of stuff, planetary positioning happening in our solar fifth house. This is great for connections, great for teamwork, for business, great for working with people all around. And it's one of the areas of your chart where you can almost stumble across love, turn the corner and you bump into a perfect partner. And with Venus in this area of your chart, that's can be very, good probability that can happen now. At the very least, there's some flirtatious movement around. But you know what? You have to get out and about, you have to, give the stars a helping hand. Don't sit at home behind your desk, for too long. Now the sun is in this area as well for this week. It does move out at the end of the week on the Friday, and you want to get anything that you need doing or finalize earlier on in the week, because towards the end of the week, over the weekend, it can be a little bit disruptive. We've got Mercury in this area of your chart as well, planet of communication and commerce. Mercury is retrograde. It's going to come out of retrograde over the weekend on the Sunday, 22nd. I'm quoting US times here too, so it could be, a little different or the next day in other parts of the world. But so roundabout. So it's going to come out of retrograde on the weekend, and leading up to that time, when a planet goes in and out of the retrograde, that's called the storm period. So, that pretty well describes it. Can be pretty disruptive. Technically, it's like a week. With Mercury, technically, it's like about a week before and after. But I really focus more on the 2 or 3 days before and after. They're in my mind, even though I can sometimes feel the energy kick in well before. In my mind, they're really the most disruptive times. So let's look at like midweek through to the weekend and mid next week. If you can delay signing any contracts, making any major decisions, having any deep and meaningfuls with people, heart to heart, then you want to try to put that off until the middle of the following week, if possible. Not always possible. And I get the same time over the weekend as the sun leaves this area of your chart and moves into your solar sixth house. Excellent for productivity, excellent for getting organized more, getting your goals and your plans together. Also very good for focusing on your health and well-being and your beauty. Okay, if you need to have a beauty overhaul, then next week Venus will move into this area as well. A perfect time to really have an update of your personal presentation and, double check what you're doing with your health and well-being and your regime. Okay, but back to this week. As the sun moves into this area of your chart at the end of this week, that's happening on the Friday, and then on the Sunday it's going to be in an opposition with the moon. There's a full moon. On the Saturday, and then on the Sunday it's going to be opposition with Mars, okay, which can be a little confronting, but Mars is retrograde, so it does sort of soften it off, pull it back a little bit. Now, so for you want to this is in your area of your health and well-being. It's also in your 12th house, so you can get some like realizations about. It's also in your area of productivity, so this is a time you can get some realizations about what you're doing, what you need to change. As a dear friend of mine, Aries friend, always says to me, keep doing the same things, you get the same result. We've all heard it a million times, but you know what? It's true. So, with this full moon and opposition to Mars, and you really can decide, and as Capricorns, once we decide, that's it, we do it. So you can make decisions to do things differently. It's a great time to really do a little bit of, or a lot of soul searching over this weekend, over this next weekend, the weekend of the 21st, 22nd, okay? All right, love and luck to you. And I hope you can see some things falling into place. I certainly feel it. So let's hope so. We'll see you next week. Bye for now.